Hello, my friend. I am here today with a haul video. Y'all, have you been to Tuesday Morning recently? If you haven't, they are starting to get crafty stuff back, and I am so excited to kind of talk through some of the things I've gotten. This is probably my third, maybe fourth trip to Tuesday Morning since early December, when I first started seeing people talk about that they were getting some things back. So I'm excited you're here. I'm going to dive right in. If you don't know who I am, I'm Karen. I am the everything behind A Little Kinder by Karen Day. And this is my haul video. So I'm going to slide everything to the side, and then I'm going to bring it back in, and we are going to talk about it. All right, so I'm going to start with the boring stuff. and I don't know about you, but storage is typically very boring. But I love these little jars, and I love the ones specifically that are in boxes. I've also gotten some from Tuesday Morning. Let me grab them. That are in tubes like this. They screw together. These I use for my ink blending foams. So I keep the foam part. I take it off and I put it in there. And then if it's one that goes on the stack, the label's on the side. If it's one that goes in here, I label the top of it. So I grabbed a couple of more of these. I don't need them for ink blending per se, but I really got to thinking that I like them for embellishments. So I have fallen in love with these Pink Fresh Studio pieces, but y'all, I hate them in these little zip pouches. I really do. I love sequins, but a lot of times they'll come in pouches. And so for me, moving them out of pouches, I was trying to see if I had another company's right here, and I don't. See, that's what happens. I can't find them because they're in pouches. But I'm going to work on moving them over to these little tins. And I do prefer the ones with lids that can go in boxes, and the boxes can be stacked. I've seen this size, which is 12 of them with the little box for $6. Back in December, I got the bigger one. Let me pull it out. I want to say this has 18, but I could be wrong. And this is what I keep my ink blending in. I keep looking for this bigger size. I haven't seen it. They did have some of these. I actually only got 2 of the ones that were there. They had 4 or 5. I may go back and grab the others this morning. We'll see. All right, so storage I think is a little boring to talk about, but very needed. Something else I kind of wanted to mention as I go through this. These are not the Tuesday Morning prices that we all remember. You know, used to, you'd walk in and you get something like this for a couple of bucks. These prices are definitely higher than they used to be. However, retail on this particular item is $10, and I got it at $5.50. So, you know, about 50% off. 2 for the price of 1, I always feel like is a really good deal. And it's something that I need and I use. I also have been making my own, I should mention this, I have a video coming. I also have been making my own embellishments. So these are Nouveau drops that I have put on a mat. Well, I have a video coming on it. But anyway, to make my own pieces, but I need some way to store them. So that's also why I grabbed some. It's also why I may go back so that all of my little pieces can be in here. All right, so there's that. Next boring item, but if you are a crafter, you know how awesome this is. 3D adhesive. I have never used the Sticky Thumbs brand. I have always used the Stampin' Up brand. I do like the fact that the Stampin' Up ones are hexagons. They work really well in random size spaces. But I've been wanting to try these. I have a real hard time buying an item like this that I can't get at a discount. Now, I will say the square ones were more discounted than the round ones. They both retail at about $6 a package. The square ones were $2.99. The round ones were $3.29. You can also see where they have been stickered and restickered. I can't pull it off without pulling that. I can't tell what the price is under it. I did notice before Christmas, I purchased some of these containers. So this one is my Not Just for Boys Kit Club one. But I purchased a bunch of these, and they were listed at $8.99 before Christmas. And when I was in there yesterday, the end of February, they were $10.99. So I don't know if they've raised prices recently, but it was real interesting to me. All right, so there's that. Now let's get into the exciting stuff. This is where I got really, really excited. Down in the fine art section, look at what I found. Y'all, I'm so excited. I already have some Vicky Bouton gesso, but I needed some more because I use it all the flipping time. I love her gesso. As a matter of fact, I gave away my Golden's gesso to my daughter who was in art school. It just, I don't know. It had too much of a tooth to it. It was too gritty. Like, gesso is meant to go on paper, and it makes it non-porous. And then it can also add what they call tooth, which is texture, which allows your paint to stick. My daughter is in art school. She's a graphic designs major. And so they do a lot of really neat fine art painting. I was an art major when I was in college before I moved to education. It's a whole long story. I'll have to tell it sometime, but not today. So I've always loved Golden's. I use Golden's clear on a lot of my Tim Holtz product, but I'm not loving the tooth of it. It's a little bit too sandy for me. I wish Vicky would come out with a clear because I love this product. Love it. So I had to grab it. Then I found this and I squealed. This is the Creative FX. This is in the silver glaze. I have the unicorn tears. I have the iridescent. And now I have the silver. And I'm so excited. I wish they'd had gold. There's another Tuesday morning near me, and it's on my list to check out. So there's that. Now, this is where I got super, super excited. When I've been in Tuesday morning recently, they've had the small paper pads, but they didn't have a lot of the Simple Stories 12 by 12 papers. So when I walked in yesterday, they had taken down a whole section where they'd had shelves and they had pegboard up and they had things much better organized. I don't know who in my store is over that crafty fine art section, but they have done an impeccable job. I don't like to dig. I do not like to dig. I do not like having, stacks of stuff like this that you have to dig through. It's not my thing. Actually, it gives me the heebie-jeebies and I will bolt in a heartbeat. But they have now taken and like all of this size was together and all of this size. It was so easy for me to kind of flip through and see. But they had a huge section of papers from Simple Stories. I have been slowly collecting the Simply Vintage Lemon Twist. Long story short, I was like, yeah, I don't want that. And then I fell in love with it. And of course, by that time it was out of stores. And so I was excited to find it. This is the solids. I'm really excited about this. $12.99. The package is regularly $30, so this was better than half. So it comes with some of the bits and pieces, and it comes with the cardstock sticker sheets. I have some of the cardstock sticker sheets, so that wasn't as big of a deal to me, but I did not have the vintage pieces. I was able to find some of the 12 by 12 papers, but not the solids. So now that collection is complete and you will see me working with it. Another thing I have never worked with are the card kits. Part of it is as a card maker. Oh gosh, this is going to sound so rude. I don't mean for this to sound rude. I'm beyond a card kit. I love the design process. I love making my own things. But I wanted to try one out. I wanted to bring one to the channel and work it and see where it is and what it is. And then be able to give my personal feedback on, is this something that if you're just starting out or if you need quick cards or whatever the reason is, do you need it? Is it something that you need in your life? Also didn't mind the fact that they retail for $12.50 and I got it for $7.50. So kind of excited about putting this together. Like I said, I've never done one. I will say that one thing that you should note on these, envelopes are not included. That kind of surprised me. If you're selling a card kit, it's not a big leap to go, oh, there'll be envelopes. There are 8 in here. And where do you just find 8 envelopes? Anyway, that's a whole thing. We'll talk about that when we do this video. Now this is what got me super, super excited. I love this collection. I missed this collection. I don't know where I was. I must have been under a rock when this collection came out because I missed it. And I've not been able to find it anywhere. Nowhere. Gone. So, when I walked in and they had this, I had to grab 2 of them. Not to mention, they retail at $20. They were on sale for $7.50. So I grabbed 2. That gave me 2 of each of the papers. The only thing that made me sad is that the sticker sheet that's included is not from this collection. And I'm not sure, honestly, that these were originally packaged to have a sticker sheet because it says 12 sheets of double-sided designer cardstock. There's nothing in it about a sticker sheet. So, I love the papers. I'm excited to have the papers. I can't wait to play with the papers. There is an old Stampin' Up! Collection that I feel like works with this. And so I will be pulling that out. So it'll be kind of a something old, something new. But just FYI, if you were hoping to find these in your Tuesday morning and have the stickers that match, mine do not. Now, these are beautiful stickers. And the colors aren't far off. So they'll work. And I've never used these little banner stickers. So I'm kind of excited to play with them. They just may not work with this. So I did grab 2 of those packages. I mean, come on. You end up with 24 sheets of paper for $15. Yeah, that's not a bad thing at all. All right. They also had lots of embellishments. And I grabbed some things to go with collections that I only bought paper pads. So I love this Summer Lovin' paper pad. And so I've got the paper, but I didn't get any of the embellishments. My thought at the time was that I would use them as backgrounds for cards and then use stamps and different things as my embellishments. But I'm in love with these. Look at the little seagull guy. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. So I grabbed the puffy stickers because they had them. Again, this is not a huge discount. They retail at $5. They were $3.29. Same here. These retail at $5.50. They were $3.29. I don't know what's going on with their pricing at Tuesday morning. You know, usually you could walk in and you knew a sticker sheet like this was going to be $1 or $2. I was probably a little more cautious in what I grabbed because of that. But the things that I got, I really love. These are going to be great for cards. I can do some traveler's notebook things with them because that paper is the perfect size. I did grab some of the Into the Wild enamel dots. I have nothing else from this collection. I love some of these colors. This red is a really gorgeous red. And then the brown I use a lot is a neutral. This little seafoam color is going to be great. I always could use enamel dots, so I grabbed a couple of packages of those. Again, not a huge price drop from the $4.99 to the $3.29. But, I mean, hey, let's go. And then they had some stamp sets. Now, this is what kind of cracks me up. This set retails at $10 and was on sale for $4.39. And this is the Happy Hearts. This is last year's Valentine's. I love this. I was surprised that the retail value on this set was so much lower. So I'm not sure. But I love these stamps. Super excited to have them. This one, the retail was $14.99 and the price was $7.49. And this is from one of the travel collections called Safe Travels. I have some of it, but I really feel like the stamps are going to be super cute and could go with lots of different things. So that, my friends, is my Tuesday morning haul. If you have a Tuesday morning near you, you might want to just run in, see what they have. grab a few things that you might need. Maybe grab a few basics like these foam dots and support them. There are a lot of them closing. I think part of what happened for us crafters is they stopped carrying craft things, so we stopped going. I mean, it makes sense. If you go in week after week and they don't have what you want, well, why would you go back? Well, here's my thumbs up, friends. Y'all can head in, check it out, see what they have. I was really impressed with the addition of Simple Stories. It's probably one of my favorite lines. They also had a lot of American crafts, Paige Evans at my store. So I think each store has different things. I'm sure they do. But it's really worth stopping in. So friends, thank you for being here for my haul video. I hope that you will give it a thumbs up or a like, and that you will subscribe so you can see when the next video comes out. There will be a video on this card kit, a make it and review kit. And yeah, until next time, my friends, go make some memories.